It's time for Rick's preview. Game number 69, Montreal in Vancouver. Hey, everybody. I'm Rick. Welcome to Talking Habs, where you get your daily fix of Blue Blanc Rouge. So we've got another late game, 10 o'clock Eastern time for the start time. Not my favorite when they're that late, but Montreal and Vancouver. Vancouver surprising this year, top of the league. I'm not sure if they're one. They're not, I don't think, but they're right at the top of the league, surprisingly. And Montreal oftentimes plays well against Vancouver. I don't know if they're going to be able to today. We'll see. They're in tough today. Let's put it that way. Tonight, they're in tough. All right, so I got some news. I've got the stats for the game. I've got the Habs lineups for the game, and I've got the guess the score contest. If you guess the score of the game and the first goal scorer of the game, and you pick that guy from either team, and if you're the first one in the chat with that, and from Canada, you win the cash prize, $10 directly into your bank account via Interac, and the Interac is the reason why it's only in Canada right now. Yeah, I mean, good luck to everybody who's going to make a guess. I'm going to give you mine right now. I'm going with 4-2 for Vancouver. Brock Besser with the first goal. I never like not calling it for the Habs, but it's hard to see the Habs winning here, although said the same thing about the Edmonton game, and they came, I mean, that close, so close. If it wasn't for the refs, they probably or had as good a chance to win that game, if not for the refs making a mistake on that last call. So I don't know, but looking at the game with Joshua out, that's the first thing in my news. I don't know if they're going to be able to win, but we'll see. Joshua Roy is out indefinitely with an injury. He blocked a shot with his I first read it as foot, but then if you look at the replay, it's obviously his hand. Versus Edmonton in the third period, and without them confirming that that's what it is, I mean, that's the consensus that that's what it is. So he's been sent back to Montreal, back home here, for further evaluation, and his season could be done. There's only 13 games left after tonight. He was supposed to go to Laval and help Laval get to the playoffs and hopefully win the championship there, but that's in doubt right now. So until there's an update, we don't know any more than that. 19-year-old Juraj Slafkovsky has tied Stefan Richer for second most points by a teenager in a single season in team history. He's only 2 points shy of Mario Tremblay's lead of 39. So he's got 37. And with 4 or 5 games left before he turns 20, I believe on the 30th. So they play on the 30th. So I don't know if that game counts, right? Doesn't count. They have 4 games left for him to, I want to say get 3 points because I want him to beat Mario Tremblay for that record, I guess. Okay, in net, Monty gets his third start in a row. And for Vancouver, it looks like Casey DeSmith tonight because I believe Thatcher Demko's still out. I have him in fantasy this morning when I did my lineup. He was still listed as out. So Casey DeSmith tonight. Former Hab Casey DeSmith? Sort of. Some good news. Kirby Dach and Christian Dvorak returned to practice today in a non-contact jersey, but they're back skating with the guys. I don't think either of them plays again this year, obviously. They're both supposed to be out the rest of the season, but it's good to see them back skating, especially for Dach because it was his knee. And yeah, it's just good news there. And that's all the news I've got. How do you like that? Here's the game. Montreal, 25-31-12. In Vancouver, 43-18-8. How to watch this game. It is a 10 p.m. Eastern start, 7 p.m. Pacific. In the Habs region, TSN 2 in English, RDS in French, and in the Canucks region, Sportsnet Pacific. Streaming ESPN Plus, RDS, TSN Plus, and Sportsnet Now, where I'll be watching it, unfortunately for me. Season series, November 12th in Montreal, 5-2 Vancouver. And tonight, so they beat us tonight, and they will sweep. If we beat them, we will split the series. Last 10 games, Canadiens are 3-3-4. They're on a 3-game losing streak, although it'll show as a 1 overtime loss. But overtime loss to Boston, regulation loss to Calgary, overtime loss to Edmonton. Canucks are 6-2-2. They won their last game after losing to Buffalo. They won their last game. So, yeah, whatever that means. Home and away record, Montreal's away. They're 12-22 on the road, and Vancouver's 22-11 at home. That doesn't help. Refs tonight, not good news there. Jake Brink and Kendrick Nicholson. Montreal 0-5-0 last season with Nicholson, 1-2 the year before, and 2-8 the year before that with Nicholson. Not good. I think we had this guy just the other game and wasn't good. So keep your fingers crossed, I guess, for tonight. Atlantic Division standings, top to bottom. Boston pulling away again from Florida with 97 points. Florida with 94. Toronto with 87. Tampa with 80. Detroit with 76. Buffalo 71. Montreal 62. And Ottawa with 60. Bottom 10 in the league from top to bottom. New Jersey 70 points. Pittsburgh 69. Kraken 68. Montreal 62, and just solid in that 7th from the bottom spot. Arizona 61, Ottawa 60, Columbus 58, Anaheim 49, Chicago 43, and San Jose 39, making that play to stay at the bottom. Looks like they will at this point. Tail of the tape. Scoring chances for percentage, that's possession numbers, 45.1% for Montreal, 28th. 52.6% for the Canucks, 7th. Goals per game, 2.71 for Montreal, 27th, and 3.49 for the Canucks, 5th. Goals against per game, 3.43 for Montreal, 26th, and 2.67 for the Canucks, 5th. Power play percentage, 18.2%, 23rd, and 22.5% for the Canucks, 11th. PK percentage, 75.5%, 27th for Montreal, 79.1% for the Canucks. That's 18th. Head-to-head record, 0-1-0 for Montreal, 1-0-0 for the Canucks. Face-offs, 52.3% at the dot coming into this game for Montreal. They're 8th, just ahead of the Canucks at 51.7% and 9th. Shots on goal allowed and shots on goal per game. On the allowed side, 33.1 for Montreal, 29.1 for the Canucks. And on goal for, 28.2 for Montreal, 28.4 for the Canucks. So that surprised me that they're not getting more shots than that. Maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. We'll see if it helps Montreal. Players to watch over the last 5. In points, Slavkovsky with 6, as has Elias Pettersson. Goals, Nick Suzuki with 2, Pettersson with 3. Assists, Slavkovsky with 5, and Quinn Hughes with 5. And plus minus, and both with a +4, Arbor Jacki and Brock Besser. Team leaders in goals, Nick Suzuki, 27 goals, and that's a career high so far. Brock Besser, 36 goals. For points, Suzuki with 64 and JT Miller with 89. Average time on ice, 25-35 for Mike Matheson and 24-44 for Quinn Hughes. And wins, Sam Montembeault with 13 and Demko with 34. Demko is not in the game tonight. I believe Montembeault will be. Top 5 scoring for Vancouver. JT Miller leads the way, 33 goals, 56 assists, 89 points, and a +30. Pettersson, 33 goals, 49 assists, 82 points, and a +17. Quinn Hughes, 13 and 66 for 79 points and a +37. And Brock Besser, 36 and 30 for 66 points, +27. And Philip Bronek, 5 goals, 40 assists, 45 points, +31. And those numbers kind of make you jealous, don't they? On the Habs top five, Suzuki leads the way 27 and 37 for 64 points and a minus 18. Caulfield 20 and 33 for 53 points and a minus 7. Matheson 9 and 38 for 47 points and a minus 31. Now, for Matheson, he's on the ice a lot. So obviously he's going to be on the ice for a lot of goals against when you're getting scored on as much as Montreal does. Slavkovsky, 14 goals, 23 assists, 37 points. 2 more to tie Tremblay. Minus 19 for him. Monahan is not here. Jake Evans has moved into the 5th spot. 5 goals, 18 assists, 23 points. Minus 1. And we got the goalies tonight. Monty is starting tonight. 13, 12, and 7. 310 goals against and a 905 save percentage. And like I said, Demko not. Casey DeSmith has in 22 starts, 29. And does that make sense? How going to be 22 in 22 games, 20 starts, 9, 5, and 6 with a 283 goals against and an 899 save percentage. So, not great, not bad. Although the save percentage is not good. Forwards, Habs forwards tonight. Suzuki, Caulfield, Slavkovsky. On the second line with Joshua Waugh out. Harvey Pinard is going to take that place there. Newhook is centering and Armia on the other side. Third line is Evans, Gallagher, and Anderson. And fourth line, Colin White, Mike Pizzetta, and Tanner Pearson, former Canuck. Defensive pairings, Matheson and Gooley, Jackeye and Savard, Harris and Kovacevic, and that's it. There you go. They're in tough tonight. Joshua Waugh being injured, that's really going to hurt them because that line was playing well, was becoming a second line that at least other teams couldn't just totally focus on line 1. They had to contend with line 2. And now I don't think it's going to have the same punch as it did. So, listen, Harvey Pinard can play really well. We'll see. So far this season, he hasn't done that. All the best to him, and hopefully that can happen. And, I just don't think they're going to have that same punch on offense that they've had of late, which isn't that great as it was. And it's probably going to be a little less. So that won't help them against the Canucks, you wouldn't think. The PK. PK could be very big. Habs might take some penalties here with those refs. And if they can just shut down their decent, that's a good power play over there. If they can shut that down, that'll help them have a chance to win. So line 1, big time, going to need to step up, put some points on the board if they're going to win. They're in tough tonight. Let me know what you think. Give a guess in the for the guess to score contest down in the comments. And that's it. I'll be back at 10 for the game. Going to do the game and hang out at 10. And right after the game, do the post-game breakdown on the other channel. So, hopefully you guys will join me. If not, enjoy the game from home. And I'll see you next time. Till then, stay safe out there. Peace out. And have a great day. Have a great night. Enjoy the game. Come and join me. Ciao, everybody.